Alright, in this video we're going to talk about following up with your real estate leads and actually what to do if you've ever came across a situation where you're talking with a motivated seller in real estate, the conversation is going pretty well, and then all of a sudden you can't get a hold of the seller. They're nowhere to be found. And I'm going to address a specific and live situation with one of my coaching and mentoring students of exactly how to handle that situation. So let me know if you in the comments below this video if you like this style, if you like this format. So I was actually listening to a Voxer message. It's a walkie-talkie app that I use with my real estate coaching and mentoring clients and students. And I work with real estate investors all around the country. I partner up with a handful of investors and help them to get their first 5 deals done. However, I'm not here to sell you on coaching or mentoring. I don't have anything for sale for you, so I don't want to freak you out. I just want to set the scene for this video. So what I want to do occasionally is kind of take you into that world, because what often happens is I sit here on this app and, obviously they have my cell phone, my email, all that type of stuff as well. But I'll get a question, a good question in from a student, and I'm like, you know what, that question, there's probably a lot of other aspiring real estate investors, entrepreneurs, wholesalers that have that similar, even real estate agents that have that similar type of question, and it could provide a lot of value. So I want to obviously keep the privacy of my real estate investing students private and all of that. So I'm not going to share their question. I'm just going to kind of or share their verbalizing their question and stuff. But what I am going to do is share with you occasionally one of my responses to them. So in this particular video, I have a student, Austin, who started with me just a little bit ago, and he's out there in the marketplace marketing and starting to generate leads in his business. Now, he already sent over a lead in his market to me just last week, and we analyzed the lead, and I told him what's good about the lead, what's bad about the lead, exactly what we should offer, how we should position the offer, what we should say. And the seller for this particular property, my student Austin, he filled out the lead sheet, sent everything over to me, and then I told him exactly what to do with it. And he went ahead and actually delivered a verbal offer, which the seller responded to somewhat favorably. They said, okay, let me think this over and I'll get back with you. So my student actually sent over a question, and he's like, Steven, I haven't heard back from the seller. I have not been able to get a hold of them, so I'm just going to take this as a no, that they don't want to accept our offer. Even though when I gave them the verbal offer, they had a somewhat favorable response. Now they're kind of MIA. I haven't really heard from them too much. So if you've ever had that happen to you, if you're a real estate investor and you've been doing a lot of marketing, you finally made an offer, and now the seller has gone MIA, you can't get a hold of them, you thought it was going to be a deal, you thought something might potentially happen where you could get this property under contract and do something with this deal, and now all of a sudden they're not answering your phone calls, they're not answering your emails, they're not answering your text messages. What should you do? Should you follow up? Should you just let the lead die? What should you do? So for the rest of this video, it's about a 6-minute clip. What I'm going to do is just play back for you a little response, a section of the response that I gave to Austin, because I believe it's going to shed some insight on what you can do in your business and apply this. So just consider this a free value tip for today. I really, really hope you enjoy it. If you like this style, let me know. As I am doing daily videos now here on YouTube, I am going to be getting new audio equipment and all sorts of stuff. So when I'm playing back this MP3 audio file, MP4 file from my computer, however, obviously the audio could always be better. So just bear with the audio. But anyways, guys, if you like this style, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let me hear from you in the comments. Let me also hear what questions you have, what things you want to learn in future videos. And if you got a lot of value, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Hit that notification bell so you can see when I have my latest and fresh videos coming out for you each and every day. I hope you get a ton of value, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Hey, Austin, what's up, brother? Yeah, man, thanks for the update. So here's what I would do on that. It sounds like you've been trying to get a hold of the guy from Lexington. Like you said, he just won't get back to you. Rather than just taking it as a no, it's just, especially, man, with this real estate investing thing and once, you start getting more and more leads coming in, part of the game, a huge piece of this game is following up and just purely taking emotions out of it and stuff like that. So what I would do on this one, obviously it's out of market. It's townhome or condo, I forget which one, but at the right price, which was $50K, we could likely do something with it, likely make some money. So it's a hot lead for sure. It's not a smoking hot lead right in your market here, but this is the type of lead you want to just be diligent with. You want to follow up with. You don't want to let it spoil or ruin your day, ruin your week. Sometimes people just go MIA. It's a hot lead. They're saying all the right things, and then for whatever reason, you simply just can't get a hold of them. So anyways, man, just wanted to let you know, don't get discouraged on this guy. Definitely make it part of your follow-up routine right now. And this is just, a future thing too. I would always try to get an email address of the seller and then also their best phone number. You don't want to try to hound them every single solitary day. But what you could do is just, touch base with them once or twice a week over the next couple of weeks. And then obviously the least he answers, the less you follow up. But it's just one of those when you're going through whatever day you have set aside for hey, today I'm calling back all the voicemails I got, or today I'm following up on all the offers that I've ever made, on all the verbal offers. We're just constantly checking in. There's going to be many leads where you make an offer of 70, but the seller's at 100. You're at 80, the seller's at 102, where it just wasn't quite there. And those leads we want to circle back with once every couple of weeks, once a month, once every other month, just very nonchalant, very politely checking in. And because we do that with energy, with passion, we're staying top of mind. So this lead is just lumped in with that pile. When you're making your follow-up calls, when you're checking back with people, give this guy a shout. Try different things as well. Try to timestamp it. You may have done a few of these things, and that's fine. But just when you give this guy a call back, leave him another voicemail. And I'd alternate maybe, one time leave him a voicemail, one time don't leave him a voicemail. The next time text him, the next time drop an email. If you don't have his email, that's fine. But just say, hey, Tom, I talked with my partner. We were very serious about 50K. We'd love to see the inside of it. I tell you what, man, we're looking at other houses here at the beginning of the year. And so I can only keep this open until this Friday. So just let me know one way or the other, even if it's not the best fit for you. Again, our offer's all cash. We can close in a couple weeks. There's no closing costs. We don't have to worry about us getting a loan, no realtor commissions, and just pepper the benefits and leave that over a message with a timestamp. And then, maybe later in the week you try to text them, just 30 seconds here or there. And then maybe you just let it, chill for a week or two, and then you try them again. And then let it chill for a week or two, try them again, that type of thing. So that's how you follow up with leads. You're going to have many leads like this. Obviously, when there's a hot lead, they're saying all the right things. Oftentimes they don't go MIA like this, and it could be just because he doesn't want to take the deal, whatever. But we don't want to let our mind assume a bunch of different scenarios, because you just never know. Sometimes people get busy, man. It's the beginning of the year. There's a million different scenarios I've seen where and the funny part is, just when sometimes you revert your attention to somewhere else, you start marketing, you get a call from a guy like this in 2 weeks, and he's like, hey, Austin, I'm ready to do that deal. When can I sign the contract? And you're like, what? I thought that guy was done. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. And he's like, oh, yeah, I had blah, blah, blah with work, or I had a relative pass away. I was out in California for a week or two, and I'm just now getting caught up on messages and emails. So you always just want to keep it moving, keep polite, lots of polite little check-ins, and having that follow-up system. And it can be as simple as having a legal pad from Office Depot or Staples or wherever, and literally writing down all the verbal offers you make and highlighting with a highlighter the date and time you make the offer. And then when it's your follow-up day, you're going through your hot pad of verbal offers that you've made in the past, and you're just circling back through everybody you haven't touched base with in a couple of weeks that you've ever made an offer on. Hey, Mrs. Jones, was just thinking about you. Haven't talked to you in a couple months. It's just after the first of the year. My partner and I were looking for more houses here in Cincinnati. Did you ever sell the house over on Oak Street, by the way? I was just thinking of you. You know, just little check-ins like that. The people who do that, who take time every week to follow up with people, will do 100 times more deals than somebody who doesn't follow up. When I've talked to my students, have done multiple deals, and they really start cranking things out. One of the things because I'll always ask them, hey man, like what did it take? You've had all this training all along. We've been going through this. What did it finally take for you for that light bulb to go off? And they always say, dude, I started taking my follow-up, just like you said, Steve. I started taking it way more seriously. Now, obviously, you have to get to the point in your business where you have lots of leads, lots of verbal offers, lots of written offers, and then follow-up becomes even more important. So in the beginning, before we get to that stage that I'm talking about, we got to do a lot of marketing in the beginning, which is the phase that you're in right now, and that's a beautiful thing, man. So anyways, just want to encourage you with that. Thank you for the update, Austin. Let's make it a great week, man. Let me know any questions you have. Keep rocking.